Okay, so I'm interviewing Bill Kakis. He's from elephantmobile.com. Is it elephantsmobile.com or Elephant Mobile?
Elephant Mobile, no plural.
Elephantmobile.com. He's a mobile marketing specialist, and he's going to introduce quite a few concepts that he's involved in related to mobile marketing. I know that you're involved in the mobile space, obviously, mobile marketing. I'm very interested. You've given me a little synopsis of what you do. You develop mobile-friendly, optimized websites, which is great. But you're a bit deeper than that. I can see that you do SMS programs. You've got strategies for realtors and restaurants and retail operations, and you involve QR codes and you do seminars and training, etc. on that. So you're obviously a man who knows his mobile marketing. So I'll pass it over to you.
Yes, I've well certainly over the last probably 2+ years, I've really seen the potential of mobile and where it's going, and the future is certainly huge on it. I've my past, I've been involved in a family business for many years. Actually, in the flower and party and event business.
Yeah.
Through hiring different SEO companies over the years and not getting the results that I wanted, I really kind of took the reins myself, and I've always probably for the last 10 years have dabbled in internet marketing a little bit, and probably put out about 60 or 70 niche sites out there, and learned how to do SEO on my own, and learned the people I could outsource to effectively, just by trial and error. That really kind of, since mobile really started intriguing me, and back I guess when American Idol started and the text voting and all that, it just really just kind of seemed to be a real natural fit for businesses. And we've been able to generate tremendous ROI for small businesses, and coming from a small business background, and just knowing the importance of being able to substantiate ROI. I mean, doing certainly yellow page advertising and advertising in your local papers. Well, they just don't generate. They just don't generate at all. And for a restaurant, or for the flower shop I was in, to take an ad out, a decent sized ad out in the local paper for $800,000 or $1,200. We just never saw any kind of ROI at all on that. I mean, it was so there was no, every promotion we ran was in the negatives.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't for the brand Yellow Pages, we've got Yell.com here. I mean, if it wasn't for the brand, God knows how they survived. I mean, they're managing to make money, but I understand exactly where you come from. So, have you got any case studies where you've used mobile marketing to great effect with any of these sort of industries?
Yes, I mean we deal with a lot of restaurants at the moment. Restaurants in particular are very highly searched on mobile phones, probably more than any other business out there. So the need for restaurants to be mobile friendly is certainly, I believe, much greater. It's and after we develop a mobile site and we could show them the stats on how many people are actually visiting their site through their mobile devices, just about all these restaurant owners that we've dealt with are just blown away by the numbers. 200, 400 people a month visiting their sites through mobile phones. So everything we do, I'm very focused on quantifiable results, and delivering a good ROI for customers. And text message marketing, similar, has been phenomenal. Just recently, one restaurant that we just started with a little over a month ago, they did a so-so job promoting it. Didn't do terrible. They probably gathered about 140 plus opt-ins over their first month, and we sent out a promotion. They got a good buy on some wine, and they offered a free bottle of wine to the table for Tuesday and Wednesday nights, which is typically their slower nights. And just from that small list of 140 people, they were able to sell 36 dinners in those 2 nights. which at an average ticket of, it's a moderately priced restaurant, but average ticket is probably about $26, $27 a head
Yeah.
on there. To be able to generate that kind of revenue on such a small list, and the response was great. And we're typically seeing anywhere between a 5 and 10% return rate on from conversion rate from when we send out text blasts.
Yes, it is quite high, really. And I haven't got any statistics that I've personally used or done any kind of tests with that, but it's not really my industry. Video production, SEO is my industry, but mobile obviously is my industry as well. So it's interesting to hear that is quite a high conversion rate. In terms of what you do and how you promote mobile marketing, are you promoting it throughout the US, or do you have a local area where you're particularly you're busy?
Yeah, we have customers all over the country. I'm in New York on the East Coast now, but we have customers in California, Texas, Washington State, Arizona, North Carolina. So we have we certainly have a nationwide reach, and we actually have a couple of new customers that we picked up in Canada on the mobile sites, and that are also interested in the text messaging program.
Okay, good. And how are you finding QR codes? Have you integrated that kind of strategy into into the mix?
Absolutely. With QR codes, as you know, they're extremely versatile on how they can be set up, and they can be set to send a text message. They can go to a website, a Facebook page, a video, really, a V card, directions. They're so versatile in the way we can set them up. That even on our text messaging campaigns, we provide templates for table tent cards and flyers, and we'll insert a QR code for the text messaging program, as well as being able to just manually text ABC Restaurant to 72727 or whatever the short codes we use are. So they have the option, and obviously the younger people these days are much more familiar with the QR codes and are much more comfortable scanning and using that, and it's a little more fun and more interactive. But we also give the option just to do it manually, the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, anything about texting old-fashioned, but it's worked out. It works out very well. And we're able to track also, the amount that are coming from scans versus people that are also just opting in the normal way.
Okay. So the solutions you're providing are based on a kind of consultancy, a background in knowing what might work for particular industries, and there's some analytics that you and your clients see, or do you just as and when that's needed? How do you work the analytics behind these?
Well, we track everything we do, and with some business owners are more proactive and want to see the data, and we're happy to share any and all data that we have. Some are just too busy and they don't, they just want to see the results, and when they see the results, they see people walking in the door on their slow nights and showing their text message to get their discounts or their promotion. That just puts a smile on their face.
And what channels are you using to promote the promotion? How are you doing that?
Well, for the individual businesses, how they're?
Well, depending how you're working, I guess to somebody that may be looking to dine out in a steak restaurant, how will you get in front of that person who's making a decision on where to eat on a Wednesday night?
Right. Well, what we're doing is we're setting up. Taking the restaurant model, we're setting that up so their customers that come in can opt in to receive a discount, whether it's a free beverage or glass of wine, or some that are doing dessert or 10% off your dinner check, whatever they're comfortable with. And I always like to for whatever type of promotion, I always pushed for something has a higher perceived value. Because we don't want the business kind of giving away the farm, because that's certainly counterproductive on what we're looking to do, which is to put to increase their bottom line at the end of the day. So we pick a help them pick a promotion that has a high perceived value, and we will promote in the way of, a lot of times most restaurants will put little table tents on their table, and one side will have specials and one side will have the opt-in offer. A big part of that, and what we found a real big part of the success for these, is really training their staff as well. The staff, proper staff training makes all the difference in the world, and can make the difference between a couple opt-ins a day and 10 to 20 opt-ins in a day. And that's it's really a no-brainer. It's just kind of reinforcing with the staff the importance of the campaign, and that the business, the restaurant owners have invested time and money into this program. So and at the end of the day, if more customers come into the restaurant, well, that will put more money in their pocket. So, we're in the process of also setting up some different video training as well for our customers that may not be in our local area. If they're in our local area, we'll pay them a visit. We'll, have them gather their staff on a particular afternoon or evening, and we'll come in and do a quick training. But it's really just basically, good evening, welcome to my restaurant. My name is Bill. I'll be your server this evening. Before I take your drink order, we want to make you aware of our VIP program that we're having, and we'd love to give you a free drink with your dinner, or a free dessert, whatever the promotion is, and just to kind of point out the sign on there. And we make sure that the staff knows how to scan and knows how to opt into the program themselves. And also, we give them information on, because there are a lot of people that have never scanned a QR code before. So we'll even leave them like small little cards that they can give to the customers to, how to download an app, how to use it, just so and what we've also found by talking to some different waiters and waitresses that have done this, they've gotten higher tips that they've noticed also, because they are interacting more with the customer, and the customers do appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah.
When I'm in a restaurant and we have an attentive, certainly a more attentive server, that a few more dollars at the end of the check is certainly never an issue.
Absolutely. You have touched upon a little debate around NFC and the rumoured death of QR codes. Obviously, you pointed out in that email before we had this discussion that they're two separate sort of discussions. But what's your opinion on them both as they stand and in the future?
Well, NFC, I think, for the bigger brand, the bigger retailers, it'll be easier for them to integrate NFC than the average small business. Certainly, it seems that way. In the near future, that NFC is not going to be as accessible to the mom and pop businesses, the hair salons, the restaurants. So QR codes, I think, will always have their place. But look, we're in a rapidly evolving industry here. So as mobile marketers, we just got to keep up with it and keep changing.
Absolutely.
My crystal ball has a crack in it, so I really so it doesn't work all that well. So just as the technology and these new things come out, that's we just stay on top of it and make it fit for the businesses that we work with.
Yep, it's always going to be adapting. I mean, I've been in the industry in the online marketing industry for just shy of 7 years, and there's some certain commonalities with all marketing, isn't there? But the technology just changes. So, like you say, you just got to adapt to that.
Right.
How do people find you if they're interested in your services anyway?
If they're interested in our services, they can visit our website, elephantmobile.com. And we have contact information there. They could reach out to us there, and there's also a phone number on there as well. So they can give us a jingle, and we'll be happy to talk to them and explain everything to them. We also do have some reseller programs out there too, for other. We have some other offline marketers that might be specializing in social media or SEO, and even other web designers that just haven't gotten on the mobile aspect. As a lot of web designers out there are one or two man shows, and there's only so much, as you know, you could do in a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so only so many hours in a day. So we've worked out some very attractive reseller programs,
Okay.
For other marketers that want to be able to expand their services without having to be able to devote a lot of time to it, and that's worked out really well.
Okay, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Good luck with it all.
Great, yeah, thank you. Yeah, one of as of recent, and actually quite a few connections through LinkedIn. We've been asked to go do some seminars for different direct marketing organizations and things like that to really introduce mobile,
Yeah.
For their companies. And so we have a couple big ones coming up. One rather large one coming up in June in the New England area, which is a 2-day seminar, and we've got a couple hours of it dedicated to the mobile presentation.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be exciting. So,
How interested are you in the corporates and that sort of angle?
I'm very interested in it. It's kind of I certainly have been getting more inquiries about it as of lately, and the companies that I'm going to be speaking to in June are basically between $1 and $10 million companies. So they're more in the mid-size
Yeah.
range there, and to helping them develop some good strategies for themselves, and and how to use mobile to expand their reach.
I'm interested. I'm still recording, so I might pop this on the end. I'm interested in rich media advertising on tablets and mobile devices. I mean, I'm interested in the whole pop-up, the video, the lead capture, the get the Facebook like, get the tweet, submit your email address, enter a competition, all that. That really interests me. I'm kind of looking to slowly get into that over the next 24 months, shall we say, 2 years. So it might be worth staying in touch. I've seen a platform that I can, well, they've given me access to it. It's not cheap, it's free to me, but they take a cut of, essentially, if you were to do a package, you go to a large organisation, they'd have a
microwave.
Yeah, cheers.
See you.
It is, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm interested in providing that kind of service just to take away the whole partly the creativity, but perhaps they've already got an advert that they want to use. But it's kind of putting it all together and creating a mini website within a tablet experience, so in an ad. Have you got any experience of rich media advertising?
Not a heck of a lot. I am pretty familiar with it, and the way everything comes on is so quick these days. You could just spend 6 hours a day just educating yourself, and lucky to spend 4 hours actually getting some work done.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
But certainly rich media is that's huge. It's really huge, and with the we're able to incorporate that with our text messaging as well. In the form of sending over mobile coupons, links to videos, and things like that as well. Links to Facebook, usually at the end of the text message too, where they can go to the Facebook page, just click right on the link, and be able to like the page. We've also had a really cool Facebook app that just recently developed, which is I think will be very effective, especially now with the new timeline change in Facebook, that where businesses used to be able to set a home page for their Facebook page where went to a kind of promotion, a live reveal kind of promotion, which Facebook may add that option back, but it doesn't look like it now with the timeline. So all those businesses out there that had these really cool Facebook pages with these special apps kind of built into the home page won't have that right now. So we've been developing a really cool contest application that really promotes viral growth, and I'll send you a link to it. We have a demo set up now. I'll send you a link to it, and if it's something you're interested in, you can just kind of give me the graphics, and I'll set one up for you.
It's brilliant. I was speaking to Wildfire. Do you know those guys?
Yeah. I don't know the person, but yeah, I'm familiar with them. Yeah.
Yeah. They seem like they know what they're on about, and they keep telling me they're in the loop. But do you think their business model is going to be affected by this timeline then?
Well, it certainly just means that things are going to have to change a little bit. With the new cover graphics on Facebook, you can't put any calls to action in there. If you're a business with a fan page, yes, you can put your logos up and things like that. But supposedly now Facebook has their back end program which is scanning these cover graphics, and if you have any types of calls to action in there, that they will let you know about it and give you a warning to take that off. So now I think we're like 2 weeks away now from, I guess, when everybody has to convert over. Yeah. So.
But do send me that through. I'm interested in having a look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, if it's something that you want to set up for yourself, I mean, the premise of it is, to come up with a good contest prize. That's something that's related to your business and your industry. Obviously, like giving away an iPad, you'll get everybody and their mother just liking it, but won't have any interest in your company. And we're actually talking to a couple of large hotel groups and hotel chains. So we actually just put a demo up for that a few of them have been looking at.
Yeah.
And where they give away like a great weekend or an all-inclusive vacation or something like that. Once they connect through with the app, it also collects their name and email. That can go into an autoresponder as well. Yeah. And it's set up contest style. So once you connect, you get 5 entries, say, and you can set the amount of entries. And if they like it, they get another 5 or 10 entries. And if they share it, they can get 5, 10, or 20 entries into the contest. So it really does promote viral growth.
Yeah, definitely. They're in a good position, hotels, to give away that kind of thing. It's a cost that's already associated with running the business, isn't it?
Yeah. We actually just ran one also for a local pub, nightclub, restaurant.
Yeah.
That they were kind of my test market. A little bit, and they just actually started promoting it, and we did a Party Like a Rock Star sweepstakes where they're giving away they actually have 3 prizes. Their top prize is a party for 6, open bar, VIP, bottle service, and a limo ride home afterwards. And the second prize, I think, is open bar for 6 people for an hour.
Great.
Their third
Drink
prize.
that dry in an hour, no problem.
Yeah, get you for an hour and find your own ride home.
Yeah, it's lovely how it kind of touches on the social thing. I mean, there's a lot. I can see video becoming not necessarily what I'm looking to do in terms of kind of high quality video production, but just messing about with video on your phone and uploading it as a competition and having people vote on it as a part of a social sort of technology competition where people use their mobile phones, and that's all going to start integrating, I would imagine, into campaigns.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that too. There's if you just search in Facebook and you search photo contest, there are some photo contests where people have submitted their photos on there that have millions of users on there.
Yeah.
And one of my business partners, we've actually been talking about putting a complete contest package together. That's outside of Facebook, but utilizes Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, where people can go and promote all these contests and really promote incredible viral growth on them.
It's finding those right industries, and there's certain ones that work really well, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean, certainly things like photos and videos are certainly generic enough to, with the possibility to get millions of fans on board.
Yeah, absolutely.
For that. So I think that's a tremendous idea for you. What you're doing with video.
Definitely. There's a lot to think about.
So,
It's been a real pleasure anyway. I'm going to have to get going because it's nearly 5 o'clock here. But,
yeah, no, my phone's been buzzing behind me too.
Okay.
People looking for me. So, but thank you so much for the interview and the opportunity, and we'll definitely stay in touch. And I'll send you, shoot the link over there for that Facebook app so you could take a look at it. And if it's something that you want to try out for your business, all you got to do is just kind of provide me the graphics for it, and I'll get it loaded up for you. So
fantastic! I really appreciate that. Great
my
stuff.
pleasure.
Cheers. Take care anyway.
All right, Anthony.
See you
Take
later.
care.
Bye.
Bye bye.